CPEC is a long-term project started in 2015 and will be completed in 2030. In Phase 1, which is early harvest, power projects of about 13,000 megawatts were planned and started. 5,000 megawatt of power is already with the transmission grid. Road network of motorways is in place between Kashgar, China and Gwadar and Karachi in Pakistan. Now, in the second phase, 9 industrial zones will be developed, out of which 5 are being developed as priority. 1 each in the provinces and 1 at Gwadar. China created 85 million jobs by following the strategy. The target is to bring 40 new companies to invest in Pakistan.
China wanted to have its alternative route rather than the route which they are currently using from the eastern part of China, etc. They wanted to have, the route from Kashgar all the way to Gwadar, because this is going to be an alternate one. So in terms of really the time needed for the trade of China to really for the sea shipment, the cost, etc. But this is a kind of alternative for China strategically, because the existing route is quite vulnerable.
CPEC is 1+4 structures, which is Gwadar Port, Energy, Transport Infrastructure and Industrial Cooperation, which is a game changer. It has brought tangible benefits to the people of Pakistan in China. It has helped Pakistan's transition from geostrategic to geoeconomic. With an investment of about 24.4 billion, 46 projects have been completed or are being completed. It is a step towards making Pakistan a business and trade hub of the region. A technical training institute has been completed at Gwadar and the international airport is being completed. CPEC gives a quarter of all electricity supply, 886 kilometers of national transmission lines and 503 kilometers of highways to Pakistan. China is helping Pakistan with the local production of COVID vaccine. In Phase 2, manufacturing companies will invest in Pakistan. That includes technology transfer.
The CPEC has steadily developed and is termed as the game changer by His Excellency the Prime Minister Imran Khan. With our joint efforts, the CPEC has made remarkable achievements and have brought tangible benefits to the two peoples and laid a solid foundation for Pakistan's economic and social development, and helped to facilitate Pakistan's strategic transition from geopolitics to geoeconomy.
Now, Afghanistan is grossly dependent on Pakistan and CPEC is one of the opportunities for them. Can this corridor be extended for their benefit also is a relevant question. According to the UN estimates, Afghanistan can be a unique country with universal poverty. Situation of Afghanistan and how it can affect CPEC will decide many things at the regional level.
Pakistan's socio-economic security, it get impacted when things go wrong in Afghanistan. So, of course, Pakistan at one hand is not ready to take the burden of any more new refugees. But if as a neighbor, if we don't take this burden, Afghanistan, which according to UN, so it's not any private citizen or any government talking about it. So according to the UNDP, Afghanistan would be a classical case, maybe once in this century, where the poverty, people below poverty threshold would be nearly universal. 97% people would be below poverty line by February 2022.
Now we are going beyond pandemic and how it is going to affect CPEC. Connectivity in itself is a good thing, but it does not automatically bring in prosperity. For that, one needs policy, institutions, partnerships, and leveraging of private capital.
We are going beyond the pandemic and how it will shape up in future. So that's what we need to talk about today and make it, helpful to the lives of the people. Connectivity itself is a good thing, but it does not automatically impact the lives of everybody. For that, you need to have policy interventions. For that, you have to have institutions. For that, you have to have partnerships. And for that, most importantly, you have to have leveraging of private capital into the system.
CPEC is now a living reality. Now it is up to us how we can use it best. For that, one of the most important things is building narrative, and that too at the grassroots level.